Hello everyone, this is a Galio guide. This video will include abilities, masteries, maxed up, item order, pros and cons. Now, let's together take a look at the pros and cons of Galio. And first look at the pros. He is an anti-mage champion that does really well against a lot of mages. Can negate a lot of magic damage with his Shield of Durand. Has an AoE damage and AoE CC. Good wave clear with his Winds of War and Colossal Smash. Great at gank, set up with his Justice Punch and Shield of Durand. Great at roaming thanks to his hero's entrance. And now cons. Can be somehow poked down easily. Mana hungry early if he spams a lot. Bad against AD champions. Missing your Justice Punch can lose your trade. Vulnerable when his abilities are on cooldown. His hero's entrance can only target on ally champion. Can be bad if he is behind. Not the best scaling champion in the late game. Aftershock is really great rune for Galio. After you immobilize an enemy champion, you will gain bonus armor and magic resist for 2.5, and after that you will deal bonus magic damage to nearby enemies. This rune really works well with Justice Punch and Shield of Durand, where you will be able to trade the enemy champion effectively. This is where you are going to use this rune in most of the game. If you are against an easy matchup, especially if the enemy champion has no kill pressure on you, then you can take this rune page. There are also another viable keystone runes that works well for Galio, but a lot of players don't usually take it since they mostly take either Aftershock or Predator. First, I will show you for inspiration, then after that sorcery. This is a keystone rune for sorcery. Other sorcery rune is explained from above. If you are planning to roam a lot and/or if you don't want to use Aftershock or other viable keystone runes for Galio, then you can take this rune page. It's no longer viable due to changes. Depending on the opponent's situation and the game's composition, you can make these selections. You can choose Doran's Ring, Health Potion, and Stealth Ward as your starting items. After for your early item pick, you can go for Lost Chapter, Kindle Gem, and Boots. Up to 20 minutes, you can consider purchasing Everfrost, Sorcerer's Shoes, and Zhonya's Hourglass. For your full build, after getting Cosmic Drive recently, you can continue with Rabadon's Death Cap and Void Staff. This is a passive ability, Innate. Galio's next basic attack is periodically modified to deal plus 150% of ability power, magic damage to its target, and all enemies around it. This is a Q ability. Galio fires 2 gusts of wind that arc to either side before converging to the target area, dealing magic damage to all enemies they pass through. When the blasts meet, the gusts form a tornado that advances for 2 seconds, dealing 2.5% of target's maximum health as magic damage every 0.5 seconds to every enemy within, with the target's health ratio capped at 150 damage against monsters. This is a W ability. Galio charges a defensive stance, moving slowly. Upon releasing the charge, Galio will taunt and damage nearby enemies. This ability has a long cooldown and is powerful. Try to maximize the number of enemies caught in it, the more the merrier. This is an E ability. Galio will briefly step back and charge, knocking up the first enemy champion he encounters. Use this ability after you have landed your Shield of Durand. They can't dodge if they are taunted. This is an ultimate. Galio designates an ally's position as his landing spot, granting all allies in the area a magic shield. After a delay, Galio smashes down the location, knocking up nearby enemies. Keep an eye on your team. You never know when they could use an ally.